new girlfriend established, new relationship dynamic and stuff established too. So the classic new girl introduced. So who will we have? What type of person will they be? I do not know. I am, of course, very excited, and I hope you are as well. Also, just to say, I did miss, I think, like the big kind of point overall in the previous episode, and I was talking about like the connection and that they were drawing from Midome to like be like where the character gets like invested, not the character, but the viewer can get invested within them, and what that like dynamic would be and like how I felt like we needed more. And while I still stand by the fact that we do need more, I think I did just overlook like the main thing being about like one who struggles with valuing themselves and self-worth and all that type of stuff. So I I do recognize that now, but I do think I missed that, which is absolutely a huge thing. So something I definitely should have not overlooked the way that I did, but that's all right. If you like it all, the like and subscribe now. It's my feel free to stick around for the discussion of the comments of this dirty series. Let's get going with the 5th episode of season 2 of 100 Girlfriends. Oh no. Trying to lose as much as you can. Did all of this for Kurume just to take it on. There you go, there you go. Give him some sort of time for isolation here. Why is he walking that way? Is he good? You think we're into? Yeah, he's good at sports. I don't even gotta ask that. He's good at everything he does, let's be honest. Yeah. There we go. This one took a second longer to click it, you know? Also, don't even gotta look it up at the end. I can already tell that's Free Takahashi as her voice actress. That's the fucking queen down there. Look, we already got her on display, you know? we don't even gotta look it up. What the fuck was that feeling? You never know. It doesn't seem like anyone's interested. I have a weird feeling she's the only one on the team and all the girls are gonna have to play. I have a feeling. Yeah, alright. I'm actually really excited for Karna to play. I just feel like that'll be fun. I don't even last week. It's grumbled. I'm just leaving you behind. I don't think they're coming back. I don't think they're coming back. I will say though, yeah, I will say you probably should have picked a sport that you can control more on yourself, you know? Busy day. She got that energy. I like it. No. Till you do it too much and you get hurt. That's perfect. What a rush. For the girls. Phrasing? Find 8 girls.
2人ならできることも増えるでしょ。それに1人でそんな無茶はもう。いいの？ありがとう。それじゃあこのバットで素振りする僕のお腹をボコボコに殴ってくれないかな。
No.
誰が来んのさ、そんなおっかないブ。
There might be a reason they yell that.
ありがとう。
What are we? Why?
疲れてるだろうにマッサージなんて。人とやる野球って楽しいね。
I've even playing alone. I don't even want to ask.
もし
また愛情くんと野球できるの。まさか僕に恋をする日が来るだなんて。愛情くんだ。
No.
何か考え事？
うん。
Destroyed.
それじゃあ今日
What's your deal here, buddy?
話したいことがあるんだ。
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
愛情くん、僕と付き合ってください。
After you just saw, after that display you saw?
ごめんなさい。実は俺にはもう彼女が8人もいるんだ。これ以上の人数はみんなをちゃんと幸せにできる。
Interesting.
俺の中にない。
これが
警察に
僕の初めての恋。そして失恋。
Imagine being told somebody has 8. They can't add a 9th because they're too much.
ありがとう。僕に愛情くん教えてくれて、この世界に。
This is the effect of turning down a potential.
ナノと手をつないでるところを見てショックを受け。
She's just a freak, dude. She's just a freak.
失恋のショックのきつさを喜んでるんじゃ。ストーさんは振られるきつさを体験したがってるんじゃない。
This motherfucker, bro. He know it all. He's literally him. You can't be more him than him.
やっぱり俺には難しかったみたい。
それでこの量の血を。で、フル延期？
俺の本心
I would never turn down someone like you.
一生懸命なストーさんの姿を見てずっとそばで応援したいって。
Can we find someone who's like the biggest loser, has no goals, no interest, no motivation, and just see what he finds to highlight them? I want to see that.
全ての生命をみんなを幸せにすることのために費やしてみせる衝動。よろしくお願いします。
なんて彼女の幸せにストイックなんだ。まるで僕以上。
Welcome to the team.
なんかスポコンみたいになっちゃってるという次第でございます。
So you guys will be playing baseball from now on.
そして迎え入れさせていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
この間メイ来たばっかりなんだよ。
テンポがおかしいのは今に始まったことじゃない。けじめとして皆さんからケツバットをいただければと思います。
そんなのいいわよ。
カラネさんのケツバットじゃお尻なくなっちゃいますよ。
野球部員のイクは
僕なんかがいいのかなって。その僕はあんまり女の子。
Oh, that's why it's so perfect.
何言ってるんだ。
A perfect contrast. Yeah, yeah.
魅力的だよ。
こちらこそよろしくお願いいたします。
薬がケツバットしてやる
喜んで。基準は馴染むのが早い傾向にある。
やっぱりイク
No
の
wonder why you didn't
みんなですぐ打ち解けられた。みんなで野球をやってみないか。
get ready to learn.
カクカクしかじかで女子野球部が廃部の危機なんだ。
You wouldn't want to see one of your others fall apart like that. Yeah,
な
forgot
の。
about
そ
that.
んな人をお金と権力で好き勝手する大人みたい。
I mean, you bought the. Okay, yeah. Gotta stick to the rule.
もちろんみんなにも無理になんて言わない。急な話だし他にやること
But a guy would never force them into something.
それはレンタロウくんも一緒ですか？
もちろん全力でサポートするつもりだよ。
He'll be the manager.
この数日ダイエットでただ走ることが苦痛だった彼女たちにとって
It's the perfect
大
way.
好きなレンタロウと一緒に体を動かせる機会など
One of the worst sports for that, but it's still something, you know.
いや、そこ3人は出れないでしょう。
どうして？高校生じゃないからですよ。せめて練習だけ
Alright, at least let them be there.
美味しいし。
もちろん。
ありがとう。本当にありがとう。
これでメンバー6人、あと3人勧誘なら十分に現実的だ。
Alright.
でもそれ勝たなきゃなんでしょ。私たち運動部ですらない。
I have no doubt in my mind you'll be good.
キャッチボールから。はい。それから釣り先輩、グローブは片手ですよ。
かっけえのに。
The fuck is that pose? She's right though, she looked fucking cool like that. Yeah, see, I knew she'd be good. It doesn't matter. Oh, we got our picture.
キャッチボールなんだからもっと優しくよ。
あー、ごめん。
むしろ強くなってない？薬膳薬、腕を回すのは非効率的。
なのは効率的すぎんのだ。昔食べたな。
No.
野球ボールの銀紙のチョ
Right, so chase after it. Only eat it if you catch it. No, not.
どこでキャッチしてるんですか？
Why are your teeth so strong?
素振り。まずはみんな。
I like this as a concept a lot. I think this is fun.
釣り先輩、バットは1本
She's
ですよ。
so cool.
かっけえドリー。
Yeah, she's so cool.
空根も武器じゃないぞ。遠心力、遠心力。遠心力、遠心力。
Bitch thinks she's Zora.
イクはまだ帰らないのか？
32。僕はもう少し自主練していくよ。
じゃあ俺も一緒に。
レンタロウはみんなを送ってあげて。僕は練習で遅いの慣れっこだから。
ようやるわね、こんだけやって。
One day you'll be like her.
運動部長。
She's just still there. Never came home for the night.
練習。
Yep, look at her.
10万1128。10万1128。
徹夜でしか導き出せない値。ちょっといく？
みんな、こんばんは。どうしたの？こんな時間に。
Been waiting for you.
言うなの C や。いくわ。今も昨日を生きてるままなのだ。
かっこいいヒューみたいに言うなよ。
Because here's had some good ones this episode.
意識がぐるぐる回って、レンタロウの彼女が8人
We've
に見え
reached
る。
い
enlightenment.
や、それは合ってる。
主からのご命令でもないのに。
命令だったらやって当然みたいな危険質問やめてよ。
That also does not.
もうホームルームが始まるわ。しなきゃ。
イク、どこ行くんだ？まだ寝てなきゃダメだ。
Like how she stayed under there. She was probably just gonna pull her if she tried to go.
試合ができるんだ。だから僕は絶対に勝たなきゃいけ
Finally got a team together. I can't give up now.
気持ちはわかるけど、
悪いけど、レンタロウが何と言おうと僕は。
今は授業中だから。
グーの根も出ない。
Yeah, you kind of have to do that one.
レンタロウはどうしてここに？
イクが心配すぎて5分ごとにトイレで授業を抜けては様子を見に来てたんだ。休み時間ごとに2リットル水を飲んで尿
Couldn't have just gotten like a text or something. Like, yo, she's up. It's literally somebody creeping in the room right now.
無茶をするのならもうふんどしで氷水かぶって練習に付き合い熱を出してイクより先にぶっ倒れ
No.
倒れるまで無茶を
No.
するしかない。
This is their passion. Don't take her out of it.
今日はここまで。
みんな、お疲れ様。
イクも今日は
大丈夫。
It won't be in the morning.
練習。
Look at her shake already.
自主練私たちもしていくわよ。
花園母りから聞いた。
He was
あなたが
prepared.
無茶をする理由。ごめんなさい。あの時寝顔を盗撮したくてベッド下に隠れていて。全部
To what?
忘れてしまった。
That's why you were there?
愛で骨身を削る。なんて
No,
立派なお
no,
方。
May,
狂
no.
気の沙汰だ。
Yeah, thank
協
you.
力する。
聞いた。そんな些細なこと。
Yeah, right, right. That was the other plan.
ことだと。
それじゃあ改めて
The Rentaro family.
レンタロウファミリー絶対勝つぞ。
A banger of an episode. Probably my favorite, I think, of this season. And one of the better ones, I would argue, too, throughout the entirety of the series up to this point, which is really nice to have. Very, very strong overall, I would say. It's maybe my just overall enjoyment of baseball in general, but I do think that the different twists that they took, the introduction of the characters, with Iku being the new one, of course, but the little twists of having like the fake out like rejection kind of into it, and having just the overall like willingness to still be a part of the relationship, and then having the masochist side kind of get like introduced as well as another thing, as well as the girls having to all take on like this task that they have like nothing that they're familiar with and get to show off like the different sides of them while they're doing it too. And just, I don't know, something about it. It just clicked really well. I thought it was really funny. A lot of the characters who had moments in it, like Kusuri had like really strong moments throughout this. They were just hilarious. And it's big moments that I think that came out of it for her. Big points for her. I just overall found it to be just extremely entertaining. Iku is voiced by Miss Auri Takahashi, which is like my favorite woman in the world. So it's always a wonderful, it's always a plus for us to get her within the show. And we take on a tomboy masochist baseball player, which is always wonderful. And I think that they do a good job overall at introducing this, and especially ramping it to the point that like none of the character, like nobody else is on the team, so we have to form an entire team kind of around her. And she's doing her own part. It's admirable to be able to see her in this scenario, right? To see somebody who is still working hard to keep this thing alive for these other people who just up and kind of abandoned you, but still wanted to, for the overall love and joy you have for this thing and wanting to be able to spread it to other people. And Rentaro immediately, of course, can click with that and want somebody like that within his circle. He always finds the good. He always finds the positive within these people and makes them no longer see themselves or the scenarios for the bad that it is, instead see the bright side of it. And of course he pulls that out once again here to be able to bring the girls together, to be able to step in when he has the time to help out somebody else in need. The thing with him though is every time he steps in to help somebody, they just fall in love with him. So it's like he just gotta you gotta stop at a certain point. I feel like, you know, like it's just you can't even enjoy your day. You can't even help somebody and be kind without this happening. But I guess if you're in his position, you're not complaining really. Maybe you are, maybe you just don't have the time. But if his new girlfriend has shown him anything here, it's that you have 24 hours in a day and sleep is not necessary in the slightest. And the more pain and the harder, the better. So it'll be interesting, you know. And I am curious, as we do note that only 6 of them can actually play. So where are we going to get the other few not girlfriends? Well, they could be girlfriends, members of the team from. Are we going to focus a little bit on that next episode? Are we going to drag this out and it's not something that we immediately need to make the team this episode, and we can like set that up to be later in the season so that we can introduce a new girlfriend like still every couple episodes and then have enough by the end to have like a big matchup? Or are we, what exactly is the plan? I do wonder. But also, if they do just find 3, say like next episode, crazy pacing for that anyways, but will those girls be also girlfriends, or are they just going to be random girls that are there within the school? I'm interested to see exactly the direction that they ultimately choose to go there. Overall, Iku's pretty fun as a character. She's not my type in like most ways, but I think it's still enjoyable and a very different switch up in comparison to energy and just kind of like everything, appearance, just the way of thinking, like so much that none of the other characters have really like displayed. So she doesn't feel like she falls within the similar category, I guess. I guess she does, similar to the Hakuri and her mom, with like the horny levels that kind of come out at times, but that's more so through, you know, the pain and stuff, so it's still a little bit different. Some of the other characters seemingly have like similarities to them, that they are like the same but slightly different in certain ways, but she does seem to be pretty far removed, at least from them, which is a nice variety. I think that we've gotten, especially with May and now with Iku here, that it's been two different people who are like nothing similar to any of the other characters, of course. So I think that's always welcomed. I think at a certain point it's going to probably get a little bit tough for the author probably to like maybe think of like different tropes and things to capitalize on here for this, but that's yet to be seen, so we don't have to stress over that too much. She's somebody to admire, though. Her work ethic, her willingness to go the distance for the things that she's doing. Like I said before, that's where Rentaro kind of takes all his joy and love for these types of people anyways. But I think there's nothing like sad overall, or nothing like tragic or things that we've built up for this point with her, but instead it's just built somebody who like wants to do something, who really does enjoy that, and is trying to actively like show that passion to other people, and like transfer all that into like something more physical, or just something at a higher level. You know, she's just trying to be better at the things that she's doing, trying to just spread that joy and love with everybody else kind of around her. So she does have a lot of positives just in general as a person so far, which is always nice. I also like how they tie the weight training of like all the girls, from putting it all on from the food and everything, and with bringing Kurumi in here. I think it works really nice too, to have that as like baseball being the other thing. Well, baseball's kind of different because it's probably one of the worst sports for that in general, with and being less active than say like a sport like tennis or basketball. It still, you know, works for something, and one of the bigger team sports overall that we're gonna need to get some members in, so it works as that next step. And it's probably not as hard to like draw or animate or do anything like that as some of the other sports potentially could be, so it works itself a little bit better. His walking here is crazy to me. Also, I didn't note it here, but her stepping on the scale like this and then going to this one to just have like the massive weight gain, or well, weight loss potentially, is hilarious to me. Scaring all the members away with her high energy. And at first sight, of course, we connect. We have a game, but we have nobody on the team. They all left. We still need 8. It's a disaster. Doing everything for them to have a place for them to return to. More pain, the better, of course. The suffering. Haven't suffered enough, must work harder. And he offers some help. And they have a full day, a full active day, which is great. This is classic. Classic. And then her overall excitement about her time at Rentaro, thinking that she potentially found something to see it this sort of way. And I just love the flip on it. I think it's excellent. The turning a rejection, not something that you would expect him to do, doesn't make sense. He's not the type of person to really do that. I mean, now, especially with what they've established in his own feelings towards, you know, knowing he needs 100, but also at the same time being able to provide that love to everybody and spread it all out, of course, evenly between all of them, but switching that completely and giving like a weird perspective that you wouldn't take, but then utilizing it more of like, I figured that you would like this based on the little that I know about you, so this is like all planned out and exactly what I was intending to do. It's just funny as fuck to me. I love it. What do you mean by pretended? That means we're in. And I like how we get the handshake to like fully accept it. And with your permission, of course, I would like to join her to the team, or club, I guess we could call it. Or family, whatever. You'll be playing baseball. I also like the little joke of if Karne had her, she wouldn't have one anymore. How are we losing budget? How do we not have anybody for the school? Literally can control this, just fund them. But we have a request, so we need you all to help us. Even though they can't perform either, they shall be a part of the team. I like how everybody has their own, you know, different builds and everything. we always do it that way, and just copy and paste it and throw some hair onto it or anything either, you know? And how drastically different all the girls within the group are. This is great. Kusuri was just great throughout this episode. What? Who the fucking this? This is cool. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Karne's a natural, figured. AI's a natural, figured. I like her just flicking it back with the glove, too. And everybody utilizes their own strengths in sort of ways that they could potentially Actually playing do this. This is cool though. Only ones with the channeling her fucking inner Zoro. Look at her. Look at her. She's having the time of her fucking life here. Hard work. And as everybody goes home and they rest, look who stayed up all night and continued to put in that grind because the pain is better, but it causes a collapse. So that's how you know you pushed it too far and you did a little too much. Renter worried, constantly checking up, sitting under here. You assume is for like sweet reasons of like making sure that she doesn't get up and try and do anything, but instead it's just to take pictures and be weird, which is funny in itself. I like how he just puts an entire thing together. If we will do this, we will forcibly shut her down, but instead not letting that happen, and the girls kind of rally around a complete different idea and working together with her to not leave her alone, and allows her to not feel like she has to push herself too much then, because she can help them out and they can pace things a little bit different too. He breaks down in tears, of course. Don't sweat the minor details. Really enjoyable. I liked it. I had a blast with it, so I'm excited to see what more we have to get. I hope you guys are as well. I'm finally caught back up. My goodness. Took me forever for all the seasonals, not just the show, all the other ones too. So hopefully we stay consistent for the next like 7 or so weeks, and hopefully we don't run into any more problems and we can get on our way. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you liked it, all the like and subscribe to me, feel free to check out the video channel. Leave a comment to this video series. We'll be back for episode 6 next week. Have a great one. Peace.